Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about Jackson's one of the core feature which is called data binding. In our previous hands-on video, I gave you one example in which I showed you how to convert data between Java and JSON. As you can see, we have many ways to convert data between Java and JSON. The most basic and frequently used use cases I have mentioned here, I will explain one by one in the hands-on session. If you see point number D and E, I have written one line about Java Type Erasure and Type Reference. As we know, Java collection heavily uses generics. For example, if we want to create a list, then we have to provide the type of list. For example, if we want to create a list of a string or list of integer or list of some specific object, then we have to provide it in a anchor bracket. Java type erasure happens with generics, means all the generic syntax gets wiped out while compilation happens. So while doing deserialization, Jackson gets confused about what is the exact target type. To overcome from this issue, we have to use type reference. How to use type reference we will see in a moment. As you can see on my screen, I have mentioned all the 5 use cases which we saw on the slide, and I have created few objects here, employee objects, and I have also created object mapper. So let's take the first example. We have to convert our Java object to JSON object, which is also called serialization. So for that, our JSON will be in the string format. So JSON object, I will use object mapper, and I will use write as a string. So if I do only write value, I will I will have many options, but as you know, we are not going to write any data out of this application, whether in file or JSON generator output. We are just simply converting as a string, so I am going to use write value as a string, and let's provide our object. In this case, I'm giving Tom. What we get to check, I'm just printing it out, JSON object. So this is how we do serialization. Now coming to the second use case, we have to convert back JSON object to Java object. So we already have one JSON object here, so I'm going to reuse it here to convert it back to our Java object. So object mapper dot, I will use this time read value. So again, if I type my ID suggesting many overloaded ones, but I'm interested in this one because I already have a JSON content and I have a target type also. So as a JSON content, I'm providing JSON object, and my return type is employee dot class, and obviously my return type is gonna be employee. What we received, to check, I'm just printing it out here. So this is how deserialization happens. So we are getting data from JSON to Java object. Our third use case is converting JSON array to Java array. So far we have JSON object because we are converting a Java object into JSON object, but we don't have JSON array yet. So to get a JSON array yet, I have created a utility method here where I am passing many employee objects and I am getting a JSON array as a string. Don't worry about this method as of now. You just imagine you have a JSON array as your input and you want to convert as a Java array. To do that, I will again use object mapper dot, and I will read value, and I have a string content, so I will call the get JSON array, and I will pass Tom, Sam, code, and object mapper, and the return type is employee dot class. This way I will get my Java array. So I will give something like employees, and I will print it out just to check out what we received. Employees. As you know, employee is a here employee array cannot be printed here because it will print the address value only. So we cannot see the content what is there. So for that I will loop employees and I will print data one by one. That's it. If this line is confusing for you, so we can also refactor this thing like JSON array, and I'm just calling. So we have a sample JSON array and I'm just passing it as our data source. Our next use case is converting JSON array to Java list. So we already have this JSON array, so I'm gonna use again it here, and object mapper dot read value. I will read the value and JSON array, and here I will provide what is my type reference, which is the list of employee. List of employee. This is how we get our list of employee from a JSON array. Let's print it out to see what we get in response. Employee list. Similarly, we also have to convert a JSON object to Java map. If you see the second use case, basically we are converting JSON object to Java object. So instead of any Java object, we can also directly convert into a map. So what is the benefit of using this fifth use case is that, so you don't need to create employee class every time. Use the inbuilt map to convert JSON object. Map string, and values can be any data types. So I'm giving as a object, and object mapper dot read value from JSON object, and here also I'm going to use new type reference so we don't have any compilation error. Just ignore that. Error. So our data has been converted, so let's print it out so we can check what we get in the response. Let's run this code and check what we get in the response. Okay, so let's analyze the output one by one. So first of all, we try to convert Java object into JSON, which we get like this. All are tokenized in double quotes. The second use case was converting JSON object to Java object. So we had this one as our input and it has been converted as a Java object successfully. The third use case was JSON array to Java array. We have converted successfully, but as I told you, the line number 33 will not print the data because these are the object reference, not the exact data. So that's why I have used for loop here to iterate each elements. So you can see here employee, 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 all three employees gets printed. Our next use case was converting a JSON array to list. So we have successfully converted our JSON array into our Java list. You can see. Our final use case was converting JSON object to Java map, which is also done successfully here. You can see. So this was all about data binding in Json. If you like this video, if you learned something, then please like the video and subscribe the channel. See you in the next video.